Dear young heroes, welcome back to our magical story time. Let's dive right into our epic tale where we left off last time. The night sky glowed red behind them as the Palace of Lac burned to ashes. But far away in the deep forest, the Pandavas and Kunti walked silently, step by step. Their hearts were pounding from the escape. Their feet were sore. Their bodies were covered with soot. But they were alive, and that was enough. They knew one thing clearly. They could not let the world know they had survived. If news reached Hastinapur, Duryodhana and Shakuni would try again, this time with something far worse than fire. So the Pandavas left behind everything they once knew: their palace, their comforts, their identity. Royal clothes were replaced with simple wraps of white and beige clothes. Gold ornaments were abandoned. Like shadows drifting between trees, they moved deeper into the forest, farther from danger and closer to destiny. The forest was vast and wild. Thorny bushes scratched their feet. The cries of wolves echoed at night. Sometimes the air smelled of fear, and sometimes of rain. But the Pandavas walked on. Bheem carried Kunti on his shoulders like a living mountain. Every step he took said, "Mother, you are safe with me." Arjuna hunted silently with his bow, bringing down birds, deer, and wild rabbits so that no one in the family slept hungry. Yudhishthira guided them with wisdom. "Brothers, anger will tire you, but patience will carry you forward." Nakul and Sahadev, though young, gathered fruits, collected herbs, and kept the fire burning at night. The days were hot, the nights were cold. Food was scarce, but love was not. The hardships of the forest wove the Pandavas together like threads of steel. Strong, unbreakable. To protect themselves from being recognized, the Pandavas disguised themselves as Brahmins. They walked barefoot into small villages, accepting alms, bowing respectfully, speaking little. Villagers saw them and thought, just holy wanderers seeking food and shelter. No one imagined that the boys standing humbly before them were princes of the mighty Kuru dynasty. Even in rags, the Pandavas carried themselves with the grace of royalty. One night, as they rested under tall forest trees, a new danger crept toward them. A rakshasa named Hidimba smelled the scent of humans. His hunger awakened like fire. "Hidimbi," he growled to his sister, "go bring them to me. Tonight I shall feast." Obedient but curious, Hidimbi walked toward the humans. But when she saw Bheem, strong, tall, fearless, her heart changed. Not with hunger, but with love. She approached Bheem and whispered, "You are strong as a mountain. Leave this forest with me. I will protect you from my brother." Bheem refused, but his eyes softened with kindness. Before he could speak further, the forest shook. Hidimba charged in like a storm. The trees trembled, the earth cracked, birds flew from their nests in fear. Bheem stood tall like a lion. The battle began. The clash of their fight echoed like thunder. Bheem leapt, twisted, and struck with power that shook the entire forest. And then, with one mighty blow, Hidimba fell. The danger was gone. But Hidimbi, heartbroken yet brave, begged softly, "Bheem, I love you. Stay with me, if only for a short time." Kunti understood the purity in her eyes and said, "Bheem, this is destiny. Stay with her for some time." And from their union was born a child unlike any other, Ghatotkacha. With large expressive eyes, a mischievous smile, and the strength of a young Titan, he was destined to be a hero in the great war of Kurukshetra. Bheem played with him, lifted him high in the air, and Ghatotkacha laughed like thunder. But time came for Bheem to leave. Hidimbi hugged him tightly. tears shining in her eyes, while Ghatotkacha watched with sadness. Bheem said, I must go, but you and our son will forever be in my heart. With heavy hearts, the Pandavas continued their wandering life. They did not know where destiny would lead them. But destiny already knew. The flames of the palace were behind them, but the fire of destiny was just beginning to glow. In the hardest times, family unity becomes the greatest strength. Each trial we face is shaping us for a greater purpose. Even in disguise, truth and character shine brighter than jewels. All right, kids, time for me to rest now. Jai Shri Krishan.